This is my first tutorial video. We're gonna keep it simple. A lot of kids these days are putting fancy lights on their vehicles, and I'm gonna do the same. So I got one of these light bars, right? Got a bunch of LEDs, right? Pretty cool looking. They make them bigger, they make them smaller, they make them OE, like in original equipment. Sizes and shapes, I'll just bolt in. They require some wiring, but this is Big Blue back here. We're gonna put this into the front bumper so it looks kind of aesthetic, OE, right? This kit just comes with a light bar, and then this thing, which is like a wireless transponder, I guess. It's just like, why would you use that? Originally, I was gonna take off the whole bumper and do it on that, but I was able to just take the plastic cover off, and it gives me enough room to drill holes into this chunk of metal along the front. The best advice I can say is when deciding how to and where to mount it, just keep it simple, don't like overdo it. This light comes with these 90-degree brackets, right? Just like that. So I'm gonna center it into this spot. Or I may do it actually up here. Just center it in here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Mark the holes and then drill them. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, you just need a drill, appropriate size drill bits. And then I'm just gonna take the drill. Good. And then we're gonna need some hardware, but alright, here's a little quick tip. We drilled one of the holes and put a fastener in it to hold it in place where it's gonna go. Now we gotta drill the other side, so come over, square it up, right? Make sure it looks like the other side. Come in with your drill. Yeah, like that. And just start it, and then you can take it back apart. Right, so you don't hit the brackets or anything, and then take the drill, come back in, find your mark. And that way, everything will be where it's supposed to be. Also recommend putting some primer onto the holes, just so they don't corrode. So now I don't know if you've ever been behind somebody, or somebody's been driving behind you with their light bar or their floodlights on, and they're shaking around and like moving. It's really annoying. It's probably because they didn't mount it correctly. So make sure you use good hardware, some nylon nuts, right? Good bolts so it stays secure and that you're mounting it to solid metal. The bar's not gonna move around. All we got is standard 6-point bolts and nylon nuts so they don't back out. Got our holes drilled. as I said, cross-threaded or torque to spec. Tight is tight. Good. I'm not really sure what's up with that. I think it's just the nylon on the nut making it super hard to run down. Anyways, we got a light bar mounted. It's got room to swivel down, and yeah. Next is wiring. Here's a close-up of the mounting. So we drilled our holes right there. And they just go through this metal part. There's a hole, the bolt just screws in. There's one on each side of the light. And we left enough room, the brackets at least left enough room for the light to be able to swivel up and down in case we need to point it somewhere. But yeah. Alright, well, this is the harness for the this particular light bar. And they're all gonna be a little different. This one's actually kinda cool. It's got a wireless transponder, RF transmitter, right? Comes with this key fob. Wherever the fuck it is, turns it on and off. And then in the cabin you just got a basic like on-off button, right? Push it, turns on and off. And it's got like a nice little pigtail right here. So I guess first will be routing. This just plugs in, right? Yeah, just plugs into the light bar. This routes into your cabin of your vehicle. Alright, so we're in the engine bay. On the driver's side in America, the left side. And we got this box, right? And this distributes power to the light itself. So this wire that's running down through here into the fender and down to the light is the power supply to the light, right? Here's your basic fuse and power supply. Eventually we're gonna connect it to the ground on the battery or a ground on the chassis, and then the positive terminal on the battery. You can also, there's other ways, but that's how we're gonna do it. And then the push button right here will go into the cabin. It'll connect here and it will mount it inside the cabin. So find a hole inside your firewall. There's one here already for my stereo. And okay, so now you gotta find a spot in the firewall that separates the cabin from the engine bay that the wire will slide through. Inside, we take this wire that we push through, right? And the button that'll activate it, and just plug it in. It's hard to do with one hand. Alright, best practice when working on electrical. Remove the leads from the battery. It goes. Pretty easy to remember. Negative or black gets removed first. Then plus or positive gets removed second. And then plus gets... Yeah, that's a good example of what not to do. Jesus. Alright. Next is to connect the leads from the power box and RF transmitter to the battery or any other source available that'll supply 12 volt constant and a ground. Find a chassis ground. You can either make your own or there's one right here that is readily available. It's a 10 mil. It's gonna change from car to car. sandwich this in here. What the fuck are all those? There's a bunch of old fucking grounds on this. Gnarly. I don't even know what those are. Ugh. Anyways, we're gonna sandwich the black pigtail in there against the other one so it makes good contact, and then we're gonna tighten it back down like so. You can make a resistance reading if you want to check it. It should be under an ohm. You'll be fine if it's under an ohm, but that's fine. Cars are pretty good as far as whatever. And then on the other side, I'm just gonna connect this to the battery. You can find another option, but this is the easiest for me. I'm gonna put the battery lead on and flip this over. Yeah, that's good enough. Put on the negative, like so. Tight. Now we'll route that better. Well, that might actually be alright. Leave this like that. Eventually we'll take some double-sided tape and stick that down. And that's the electrical in the engine. So we're gonna mount the transponder box that's already been wired in to its permanent location. I'm just gonna put it on this fuse block, relay block. Take some alcohol, or this is electronic cleaner. It's probably like acetone based, and clean the plastic so whatever you stick it down with will stick. That's bad, I don't know. You can be OCD about it, but I don't care. And then clean the bottom of the surface of that. We're just gonna use Velcro. So I'm gonna cut a piece of that. Wherever my scissors aren't here, so we're gonna use these. Cut it to length. Right. Prickly side. I'm gonna do 2 strips. Prickly side, and then that'll be for the spot it sticks to. Then we're gonna make another piece like this. It'll be soft side on the box. It doesn't really matter. It's this way it only goes on one way. We'll take it and we'll put it where we want it. Make sure you can get to the fuses there. Yeah, that's pretty good, pretty clean. So now we need to service the box or whatever, and then you just rip it off, and then, you know, it gives you access to it. And that won't go anywhere when you're driving around. Pretty clean. Take the extra wire you have from the harness, find a spot to secure it, just wrap it up, and there's some holes here. Use a zip tie to secure it, or you can use any other number of options. We've also taken the switch, pulled it underneath where it came down through the firewall and up through the steering column. Just attached it right here. It's right next to the other light switch. So you have easy access now to turn it on and off. Just clean it like you did with the box, and it has its own double-sided tape to stick it. Then up front, you take the connector from the harness of the light. And the lead from the box, just male to male, female to female. Bam. And I guess we see if it works. Go on the inside, check it with the button. Bang. That's pretty good. We'll see. I think that'll add a lot of light. That's pretty dope. Yeah, it's also got this thumb pad that comes with it. And you can hit the on button, it'll turn on. Off button, it'll turn off. You can also get it to like strobe. Not really sure about that, but it works though. Ugh. Gets me fucking. Anyways, obviously the next step would be buttoning everything up, stowing everything, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Overall, I'd say it's like a 2 or a 3, maybe a 3 or a 4 on the difficulty scale. If you've used tools before, you can probably do it. Yeah. Anyways, hope you like, subscribe below, share, whatever else you guys do with it, jerk off to it, I don't give a fuck.